Oh, hello. This is Morrissey, and this is Suedehead. And like I said, I've wanted to get into Morrissey, his solo stuff, because obviously the Smiths are pretty good in my opinion, and a lot of others' opinions, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to get into a Morrissey song, and somebody suggested this, and I saw that it's a popular one. So I mean, it must be pretty good, I guess, and people must know it. So I want to know it, and yeah, I'm going to listen to it today and get into it here. So yeah, I guess that's it, and we'll talk about it after. And yeah, I'm pretty excited, I guess. All right, let's go. Sorry.
Why do you come here? And why do you hang around? I'm so sorry. Why do you come here when you know it makes things hard for me? When you know, oh, why do you come? Why do you telephone? And
I like that.
send me silly notes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Why do you come here when you know it makes things hard for me? When you know, oh, why do you come? You had to sneak into my room just to read my diary. It was just to see all the things you knew I'd written about you. Oh, so many illustrations, oh, but I'm so very sickened. I am so sickened now. It was a good lay. It was a good lay. It was a good lay. Oh, it was a good lay. It was a good lay.
All right. So yeah, quite the outro on that one. Pretty funny. I don't know why, but it was to me. But anyway, so yeah, again, Suedehead from Morrissey, not the Smiths. And so anyway, on the about on this one, it says this is the lead single off Morrissey's solo album, debut album, Suedehead. It was a bigger hit than any of his songs with the Smiths, reaching a number 5 on the UK charts. The song appears to be about a former lover who's evolved into something of a pest to the protagonist. So it says to go on what Suedeheads were or are or whatever. So it says Suedeheads were a subculture in the early 1970s in England that split off from the skinhead culture subculture. They were so called because they did not wear their hair as closely cropped as skinheads. Unlikely skinheads who wore heavy boots, they wore brogues and loafers and preferred suits to jeans. Like skinheads, suedeheads had a resurgence in the 1980s as Britain youth got interested in reggae, ska, and rocksteady again. And I'm just thinking about reggae, ska, and rocksteady. I know the Clash came out in like, I mean, they ended in like '85 or something, and this song came out in '88. And anyway, I know the Clash were like punk, and they were reggae and ska influence and stuff like that. So I don't know if that had anything to do with that, because I know the Clash are from Britain as well. But anyway, that just popped in my head. Anyway, they came to popular notice in a book about post-skinhead gangs by Richard Allen. Morrissey acknowledged reading the book, but according to an interview, the title has little to do with the subject matter of the song. So yeah, I guess that's it for that one. So getting into the song here. So in the intro, why did you come here and why do you hang around? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It sounds like the typical like Smith song, I guess. It sounded like a Smith song anyway, just because Morrissey. I mean, I can't really notice a difference. I mean, I don't know if Johnny Marr's in the track. I know like Morrissey's a pretty like he's an asshole basically, and I don't know how Marr feels about things. But yeah, I don't see Morris or Marr anywhere here. I think it was just all Morrissey, obviously. So anyway, yeah, it just sounds like a Smith song anyway. It's just Morrissey. But anyway, let's get into this anyway. So it says for an annotation, the song is about Morrissey having a fling with someone. Morrissey sees it as nothing more than a fling, but the person has developed feelings for Morrissey and is hanging around him. And he apologizes for not returning the person's feelings. And in contrast, it could be the other way around. Morrissey loves the person he's singing about, but she or he is playing games. They had some sort of relationship, and he fell for him slash her. He knows that he has feelings for him or her, and he or her, yeah, keeps coming in around, though he's trying to move on. So anyway, yeah, getting into the first verse. So it says Morrissey is more emotionally involved in this fling than he lets on. Uh, and then somebody commented back, I think he's embarrassed about the whole thing. So yeah, just why do you come here when you know it makes things hard for me? So yeah, again with the whole like I don't want you around kind of thing. It's just it's hard, you know. And anyway, moving on to the second verse here. Why do you come here again? It's very possibly inspired by The Weakness in Me by Joan Arma Trading, released in 1981, which features the same question: why do you come here when you know I've got troubles enough? Why do you call me when you know I can't answer the phone? So kind of the same themes going there. I don't know if he had inspiration from that or not, but that's what an annotation says here. So anyway, in the second verse as well, you had to sneak into my room just to read my diary. It was just to see all the things you knew I'd written about you. So that's Morrissey paints a picture of the other person stalking the singer. The singer's ambivalence, I can't read tonight, is evident when he reveals that he has written in his diary about the other person. I mean, talking about a diary, I mean, a lot of people have diaries, and I mean, a lot of people wouldn't want you to read them. So I mean, obviously, there's a lot of stuff written in a diary that you're gonna think is kind of juicy. You want some tea, you know. So anyway, oh, so many illustrations. So it says lyric printed in album liner as oh, so many empty pages, and so on. The compilation album Bona Drag, I don't know, as so many blank pages. Throughout the song, the writer seems to vacillate between disdain and desire for the other person. Perhaps this is a reflection on the singer's own relationships with other people. And I mean, the Smiths had just broken up, so I mean, his relationships with other people in his old band, anyway, I think had fallen through. But anyway, moving on here to the outro, which was oh, it was a good lay, repeating on, and that made me smile. I wasn't expecting it to end like that, but you never know with Morrissey, you know. And anyway, so this is Morrissey in the outro attempts to simplify the relationship into something purely sexual to contradict The complex emotions in the main verses of the song, never allowing us a simple take on relationships. Morrissey contradicts the disgusted tone of earlier lines with a flippant "still, it was a good lay." In this song, Morrissey gives us an excellently fleshed out example of the ambivalence. Again, there's that word ambivalent, ambivalence. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. I feel like an idiot. But anyway, of attraction and repulsion between people. The singer's feelings toward the other person are ambivalent. Oh my God. And so too is the perspective from which the song is about. Uh, is this written first person about a possibly deranged admirer, or is it written third person with "Why do you come here?" as a question asked of the song of the singer or writer? Perhaps neither is the correct answer. Perhaps a contradiction is a tool used to underscore the main point. So again, a lot of meaning with a song, and I'm not surprised with the Morrissey song, just like I'm not surprised with a Smith song about like songs being about anything like that involves like big topics like love or death and everything like that. But which is something that Morrissey and his time in the Smiths that he went on about. And so ambivalent. Okay, so that's how that's said. Okay, ambivalence and ambivalent. I'm an idiot. But anyway, I tried to say it. I wanted to say it. Anyway, that's it for that one. Okay, so yes, I like this song. Very good song. Um, like I said, I like the outro probably the most. I just like how. Also, I just like his voice a lot. Like I think I've said a lot of times before. But I mean, I just like how he just plays with his voice, I guess. And I mean, it's just like it's he can go high and he can like have like a more monotone voice, like in like there's a light that never goes out. He kind of lowers it a little bit, and but in something like alt, he can make it higher. I don't know. It's just he's very versatile, I guess. And yeah, I mean, also I've seen a lot of things about like Morrissey and how people kind of like hate him, I guess. I mean, I've never gotten into the whole thing about like what he does to be hated, and basically I know he's just a jerk. And anyway, so yeah, I mean, I don't have that perspective. I haven't liked the Smiths or Morrissey for like years. I just started getting into them like the last couple of months, and I just don't see it other people's way. Which I mean, of course, if a band I really like has a jerk in it, I mean, I'll know why they're a jerk or whatever. Just like one of my favorite bands is the Beach Boys. I know like Mike Love is terrible, and yeah, so just things like that. I'm just not that well versed in what Morrissey is about, and I just know he's very controversial. I know he's a vegan as well, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I know. And I know that I like his music, and I know that like he rarely does like interviews and stuff around like yeah like did his first interview like in 10 years like a year ago or something like that with Larry King. But anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of rambling on here now. But yeah, it's just again Morrissey. I love his voice. I love like the song. I love like every song he does. I mean, I don't know if there's a bad song he's ever really written. There probably is, but I mean, obviously more people know his good songs. And yeah, obviously this was a really big hit. It was bigger than anything he put out with the Smiths, which is kind of hard to believe. But yeah, anyway, that's about it, I guess. Thanks for watching. If you watched all the way through, sorry for tripping over my words here, but I'm just you know, a kid here. I don't know. I'm not really a kid. I guess I'm like 21. But anyway, I'm just going on here, and yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and liking and commenting and everything. It's all well appreciated, and yeah, I really appreciate all the support and people subscribing, which is pretty cool. I'm almost at like well maybe like 15 away from 200 or something like that. I don't know, but it's just I don't know. I started back in May, and I can't believe that people have stuck around and are watching still. So anyway, I guess that's it. This is a long video. I don't know. I just feel like I'm in a talking mood. But anyway, I'll end it now, and I'll see you guys later. All right.